What if I told you there's a way to predict whether you'll become successful just by looking at your daily habits? You see, everyone gets just one shot at life, and most people mess it up because they focus on being right instead of being better. Today, let's uncover why being better trumps being right every single time. We all know the name Kodak. They practically invented photography.
Ow.
But have you ever wondered how such a big company could fail? To answer that question, we need to go back to the beginning. In 1888, a man named George Eastman founded Kodak with a simple goal: to make photography easy and accessible for everyone. At the time, taking a picture required a lot of skill in a dark room with a special machine called a view camera. But George changed everything with his slogan, "You press the button, we do the rest." With this, he introduced a small camera with an automatic exposure system, allowing anyone to capture high-quality pictures without any special skills. People loved it. By 1900, Kodak had already sold over 100,000 cameras worldwide. But Kodak wasn't done yet. They continued to innovate and refine their products, making photography a part of everyday life. They created cameras for every level of photographer, from professionals to amateurs. And by the 1930s, Kodak had become the largest camera manufacturer in the world. During World War II, they played a crucial role by providing X-ray films and equipment to the military, helping doctors save countless lives. After the war, photography became even more popular, and Kodak grew with it. They expanded into movies, publishing, packaging, and even theme parks. In fact, during its peak, Kodak controlled more than 80% of the film market. Their products were everywhere, capturing weddings, family trips, historic events. It seemed like Kodak had everything, which brings us to the missed opportunity. In 1975, a Kodak engineer, Steve Sasson, invented the first digital camera. He created it to help engineers inspect factory floors more efficiently. But Kodak executives feared that digital cameras would destroy their film business. So instead of investing in it, they buried the invention. This decision cost them dearly because by the late 1990s, digital cameras started to replace film cameras, but Kodak was nowhere to be seen. For example, Fujifilm, another photography company, embraced digital technology and launched their first digital camera in 1999, 9 years before Kodak. By the 2000s, digital cameras took over and Kodak lost its market share. They tried to fight back by offering cheaper prices, but it was too late. In 2012, Kodak filed for bankruptcy with a $2 billion debt. Today, Kodak is only a shadow of its former self. They went from controlling 80% of the market to less than 1%.
Ow.
You might be wondering, what does this story teach us? The first lesson is, build a brand that connects emotionally with people. Take a look at Kodak's slogan, "You press the button, we do the rest." This slogan didn't just promise a product or service, it promised a feeling, memories that would last a lifetime. Kodak didn't sell cameras, they sold moments. The second lesson is, when you fear change, you risk losing the future. Kodak executives saw digital cameras as a threat, but in reality, they were an opportunity. Steve Sasson, the engineer who invented Kodak's first digital camera, said, "I think there's always going to be an analog photography market. But when I saw the digital revolution coming, I thought the real future was in digital." And the third lesson is, past success means nothing if you stop innovating. Kodak was the king of photography, but they failed to innovate and eventually became obsolete. As the saying goes, if you stand still, you fall behind. In life, we often face tough decisions that force us to choose between what's comfortable and what's right. Sometimes moving forward means leaving some things behind. But remember, Kodak had everything going for them: money, market dominance, resources, yet they failed because they clung to comfort and ignored the signs of change. When was the last time you did something that was uncomfortable but necessary? I'll tell you what, most people don't do it unless they have no other choice. But here's the truth. We all need to push beyond our limits to grow. Success demands that we face discomfort head-on, even if it threatens what we've built. The biggest problem in life is that we tend to live in our comfort zones, just like Kodak. We avoid changes that could disrupt our routines or force us to learn new skills. But remember, growth and discomfort go hand in hand. Only when we step out of our comfort zones can we reach our full potential. So if you want to succeed, you must embrace discomfort. Think about it. When you do something new and challenging, your brain releases endorphins, which reduce pain and increase pleasure. This natural reward makes you feel good and motivates you to try again next time. In conclusion, Kodak's story is a powerful reminder that no matter how successful we become, we must remain adaptable. Remember, 1. Adaptability is survival. 2. Courage beats comfort. And 3. Innovation ignored becomes opportunity lost. So my question to you is, what are you doing to stay ahead of the curve? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.